Afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. From NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe downward? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Dante Hightower on the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Patriots 0. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is Aaron Jones, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. The gun, Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 10-yard line. A big run there by Jones. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson eluding the pressure right. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Patriot first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the 50, it's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Two and now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to go up top again. Got a man is caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 2-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Rick Zerline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson, flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Looking downfield for Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mixon with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
For the point after.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down now, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Patriots.
Set. 19. 25.
From the gun, Watson. Connection made with Chenault. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards.
First down, New England.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Turnover on downs.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Right there.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw is Watson. On the move to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run here with Mixon. The year, and the Texans push further out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
14-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Wide receiver.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Texans 42, Patriots 7. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Again, the ball carrier.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, New England.
Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crap.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's brought
Fletcher
down
Cox there for the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 15.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out to his left. And now he's good. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Silver. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jones on the carry. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Go Pete. I'm on.
From the gun, it's Tua. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Okay. There you go. All day, baby. That's all day. Yeah, I like to see that.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 36. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
4-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The Fletcher Cox and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Texans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.